Hello, Leo. Welcome to your Team RuneScope. My name is Amanda. As always, be sure to watch the video for your rising sign as well. That can give you some more information about other topics and areas of life where you may be focused in March. Or you can drop me a line at the email address below this video to set up a private consultation. I do those on Skype, and they're $5 for a half an hour session. Sometimes it may take me a couple days to get back to you. I do schedule these in the order that I receive the emails and respond to those in that order. So depending on how many people be ahead of you, sometimes it can take a little longer than others, but I promise I will get back to you as soon as possible. Let's take a look at team for you Lions. See what you've got coming up. Some of you may be dealing specifically with family issues or focused on that in March. I don't think you'll be focused on it for the whole month, but more issues come up, specifically with mother or your mother's side of the family. So for those of you who have had issues maybe with your mom, what the runes are saying is that this is just going to have to be worked out in its own good time. And, no trying to move it along on your part is going to help the situation. In fact, it damage it even more. So I think their advice is to just let it lie for now. You can come back to it later, maybe when people have cooler heads, when people have had time to think about their actions, think about their responses. For those of you who have had like a family legal dispute going on, that the advice is the same. Maybe just back off, let it lie. There are things karmically going on here that are going to take some time to work out, and there's no speeding it up. So, I mean, if this is something that is in like an estate, that is in probate or any kind of litigation within family, or with someone who used to be a close friend, there's no speeding that along. And any of you who have a lawsuit, it doesn't have to be with family. Which is probably going to be a month to just kind of let sleeping dogs lie and wait for news, wait for things to get back to you. And it doesn't look like, for those of you contemplating filing something in March or pursuing litigation in March, it's not going to be the best time. Because it seems like, it would be better maybe to start next month, and we can, we'll see what comes up and roll when we do the room scopes. But it looks like maybe there's not enough information known. You still need more information before you can pursue this, or maybe you haven't found the right person who can help you with this. So it's definitely a time, I think, for research or finding out more information if you can on your own. But as far as dealing with other people involved in a legal case or anything, it's best to just kind of back off. And what I'm seeing is a complete separation and just not responding to baiting. If someone else is baiting you or trying to evoke a response, make sure you're not doing that as well. If you're trying to evoke responses out of people passively, aggressively, or poking at someone, I mean, that's not going to improve the situation or help your case if this is a legal case. For those of you who have been trying to get pregnant, this is another way this can work, is that, it could be that maybe you're going to have to look into other options. If you've been trying to do it naturally, you need some help with, there are a lot of things they can do to help that along with, fertility treatments and things like that. Or maybe it's time to start looking into adoption, or surrogate moms, that kind of thing, a way to, if you have that option available to you. But yeah, there are other therapies and things that can be done. So it could be that just a time to start investigating those things. And I've heard a lot of times that normally when couples start investigating those other options is when they get pregnant naturally. So, but it looks like for those of you who have been trying, which is a good time to start thinking about those options or looking into those other options, just so you have the knowledge available and a Rolodex of people to contact, or a list of people that come recommended to you. Because another way you can just ask around. Word of mouth is often the best way to find out about specialists and people who can help us with problems, especially health problems. So, or health issues. But let's see what else is going to come up for you guys in March. I see something though being very joyous, and for some of you this will be a relationship, because I see your attitude being, for the most part, pretty stellar. Some of you will receive news that is very positive. So this could have to do, for most of you, it seems like this will have to do with a, either you've made yourself vulnerable in some way, or maybe you were the topic of gossip and you got some sort of news that's just very satisfactory to you. Maybe someone admitted they were wrong, or maybe someone apologizes. So again, maybe this could go back to this family situation where, you know what, don't goad this person, don't exacerbate a situation, because it seems like maybe this person's going to come around, which would be harder to do if you were making it more difficult for them. So, because it seems like it's pretty difficult anyway. So, yeah, just kind of let that play out, because I think you'll be happy with the results. But yeah, you will get some sort of news, a lot of you, and it'll be different for everyone. But it will make you very positive about the future. It seems like for a lot of you, though, this is going to change. There'll be big news, and it could have to do, if it's not to do with you, it's with someone you know that's going to be a big change in their life, a big change to the family life. For you, I mean, this could be something you are very joyous about and happy about, but maybe it affects others. Maybe others are not as excited about it. So some of you be taking a trip, taking a vacation, and this is why you're going to be very happy. Be careful that you don't take a trip that's too expensive, that's beyond your means. Make sure that you have the cash. Don't charge it. You don't want to get in debt for something like that, because that could cause some problems later. Yeah, make sure that you do it sensibly. But yes, wherever you go, it's going to be very beautiful. I see very sunny, a beach for a lot of you, just a nice, happy time. For some of you college students, you'll be going on spring break in March, and you're going to have a really good time. Leo, for those of you who are going on spring break or going to that kind of environment, I'm seeing Leos dancing on tables and, you know, having weird, crazy crap on your head. And I mean, you're going to have a really good time. Just make sure that you're careful about it. Always have a friend, especially you ladies. You know, make sure you got a way home. Make sure you're always with people that you know. I know I sound like your mom, but bad things happen. Okay? Bad things happen. Stay with the group. If you're going with the group, don't go off by yourself anywhere. You know, but yeah, some of you have some mornings where you wake up and you're like being told stories about what you did the night before. Some of you be the talk of the night, Leo, which would not be unusual for you. I know you like to be the center of attention. You're gonna be, a lot of you, on spring break, or on vacation even. Watch your drink. Watch how much you drink if you don't want to hear about it the next day and not remember any of it. But for the most part, I see you having a good time. Just be careful, because the unexpected can happen. And this can be, for some of you, this will be unexpected good. And for some of you, maybe not so good. I hope it's mostly the former. So advice for March or help you're going to receive in March. I think that the help you're going to receive is that, and this kind of goes back to this, even if you take stupid risks, you're going to be lucky. Most of you, for the most part, you'll have luck on your side. Doesn't mean you won't have a horrible hangover. Doesn't mean you won't get into maybe a bad fight with somebody if you don't take advice and poke at this person who's already kind of irritated with you. But you're going to have luck on your side. So for some of you, someone close to you, for a lot of you, I'm picking up this will be a male. So it could be your partner, a sibling, a brother, a male energy for a lot of you. Somebody just be irritable. Maybe this is a side you haven't seen of this person. If this is a new relationship or newer relationship, it could be that they're just grumpy, grouchy, concerned about money. It seems like financial thing may be the concern. So the advice here, I think, maybe is, or the help here is that you're going to be able to make this person not think about that or not be so concerned about that. And that's going to help you because it will help the relationship, or you'll just kind of be the bright spot in this person's life. And that kind of feeds you, Leo, you know, when you are appreciated And I think this person will express that because it seems that they are dealing with some concerns about job, about money. What can't be changed about? There's someone in, and maybe going back to this family situation, Leo, there may be someone in your family or a friend or someone you thought was your friend that you're going to have to leave in the past. It could be that this relationship cannot be prepared. And again, we had the whole backing off and just kind of ceasing contact. This could be permanent. And this could be what you're thinking about. Is this going to be a temporary kind of severing of ties, or is this going to be permanent? And I think you're going to get some good advice about this from someone. Listen to them because they know what they're talking about. You know, even family sometimes do not deserve our, they say blood is thicker than water, but it depends on what the person has done. If your family has treated you horribly or done something to you that, or just continues to hurt you, no one says you got to keep them in your life. And I think that's kind of where you're going to be in a lot of you Leos. You're going to be considering leaving something behind. For some of you, I think will be experiencing some sort of enlightenment. And this is going to go for especially those of you who have been in therapy, if you've been working on your own stuff, if you've been talking to someone and trying to turn your life around, trying to become a new person. You see yourself you see some things that you don't like and want to change, particularly for those of you who have maybe been manipulative in your past, manipulative with people in your life to get your way, things like that. That never ends well. So, and I think a lot of you are going to be realizing that, those of you who have been like this, and it's never too late to turn that around. And I think a lot of you will be seeing that as you talk to someone. Maybe you'll be seeing things and people that you've lost and you want to figure out how to either repair those relationships or make sure that those types of things don't happen again, that you're able to be the best you that you can be. Because we're not always. And sometimes some of us need help to get there. And for those of you who are doing that or thinking about doing that, March is a fantastic time to talk to someone, go get therapy, talk to someone about the past and what you want to change and where you want to go from here. Very positive time for that. I think a lot of you, and maybe for those of you who are in a relationship coupled up, you may be kind of sticking around home base. With the exception of this trip for that some of you will be going on, a lot of you may be kind of hanging around home base. Your partner may be off and gone a bit more than usual, and this may not sit well with all of you. Some of you have an issue being alone, and this may be for some of you one of the issues you need to work on as far as therapy or something you may talk about with a therapist. What is this fear? Where does it come from? How can I fix this? Because I think that if you smother someone, Leo, which I think some of you this could be going back to this situation where somebody is just grumpy. You notice that maybe this person is feeling a little bit smothered. Just be aware of that, and you let them go a little bit. You can be together, but you're two separate people as well, Leo. And some of you may be dealing with that and because the more you kind of pull someone who is trying to break free, the more they're going to want to break free. So just keep that in mind. This caused some arguments. This caused some disagreements. You feel that someone's being selfish, but I mean, you'll have to confront that. I think in some cases, maybe they're not. Maybe it's you that's being selfish, Leo. So really think about that. But in some cases, that the other person will be being selfish. It just depends. It's gonna be different for everyone. But if they spend most of their time with you, does it really matter if they're gone for a little bit? They get out and do their own thing. They're not doing it. They're not hiding anything from you, Leo. And that would be where some of this comes in. Now, of course, some of you, if you're trying to fix things with a partner who has been unfaithful, who has not been honest with you, then of course you have reason to be worried, But I mean, at the same time, you can't live in a bubble and make someone be with you 24/7. There are going to be occasions where you have to be apart. So that'd be an issue that you're dealing with. And it seems like maybe you have people over, some of you, Leo, you'll be inviting people into your home for things. Someone let you down. Someone who says they're going to come to a party or an event that you'd be hosting at your home, not show up, and this really just irritates you because you put a lot of work into something. And you know, you're upset about this because someone promised you that they were coming and they're not. For those of you who are working on your home or looking to buy a new home, there'll be delays surrounding this. I think any opportunity that doesn't fall through around real estate, and not just because something's better is coming along. So again, there's kismet to this. There's a reason for this. But for those of you who have already decided, I want this, please. Maybe this is how this can play out too. Somebody who has said that they're in the deal, they're selling you their house, back out, or there'll be a sudden issue around that that you'll need to work through. What I'm seeing for most of you though is that this is just a delay. Maybe the date that you thought that you were going to be able to get into a home or sell your home, it has changed, and you're going to have to kind of work around that, which will be an annoyance, but you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out however this plays out. But that's what I see for Leo. A lot of good things happening, maybe a few little frustrations, but nothing you can't handle. A great vacation for a lot of you. So have a great time, and I'll see you when I'm back in April.